It is now being rumored that the XRP settlement could be happening mid-December. Guys, take a look at this, but before we get into the main story, we're going to be taking a look at the price of Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting around 17K. We've just been chilling here. And guys, what I really want to talk about real quick is the CPI and FOMC meeting we are going to be having this upcoming week. So this upcoming week, the CPI release is happening on the 13th. And if you didn't know, CPI is the way we measure inflation here in the United States. So that's going to be getting released. And we have the FOMC meeting from the 13th to the 14th. Now, this is big news because this could completely change the dynamics of the markets. Right now, it's being predicted that a 50 basis point or 50 basis points equals 0.5% rate hike will be happening. That's what's like basically being predicted. And if that happens, to be honest, it's not too, it's bearish because they are raising rates, but at the same time, the Fed did make it clear last meeting that they're going to not be as aggressive. So we're going to have to see what happens. If they do raise again after this next week, things could get pretty ugly. But I do think eventually they're going to have to pivot at some point. Obviously they will, but it really depends on how quick they're going to pivot. Some people are saying they can pivot. It's going to be sounding a little dovish, in this next meeting. But we're going to have to see what happens. Big things are about to happen. But to our first story of the day, take a look at this. Bank of America says they expect a recession in 2023. BlackRock too. I think all across the board. And you know what? They're all saying this. And really what you got to take from this is you got to buy the motherfucking dip. Okay, you know what? Not financial advice. Because we don't give financial advice here. But guys, when your grandma's telling you, your homie's calling you about crypto, yada, yada, it's really not the time to be buying. The time to be buying is right fucking now. When nobody wants to talk to you about crypto. Crypto's in the fucking dumps. Bitcoin's sitting at 17K. That's when you got to buy. Real shit. Not financial advice, of course. And to our next story. Take a look at this. This is unrelated to crypto, but the World Economic Forum is calling for an end to private car ownership. Common fucking World Economic Forum L. The World Economic Forum, just a walking fucking L. Next story. Take a look at this. China's Xi calls for oil trade at yuan at Gulf Summit in Riyadh. I think I pronounced this out right. I don't know if I did, but take a look at this. President Xi Jinping told Gulf Arab leaders on Friday that China would work to buy oil and gas in yuan, a move that would support Beijing's goal to establish its currency internationally and weaken the US dollar's grip on world trade. Could this be the end of the petrodollar? If you guys don't know what the petrodollar is, the petrodollar is basically what holds up the dollar. Not completely, but it's a big part of the dollar's dominance. And these other countries do not like the fact that the US dollar is so powerful. And there's been talks about Saudi Arabia joining BRICS. So Saudi Arabia is good friends with China, they're good friends with Russia, and there's a group of countries called BRICS. It's made up of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. And Saudi Arabia is looking to join that group, which would be not too good for the US, and the US would definitely not like that move. But yeah, interesting stuff going in the geopolitical world. And to our next story, and the story of the video, Charles Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson is the founder of Cardano, if you don't know who it is. He is saying, that there is some rumors. I'm just going to play the fucking video. I'm not going to play the whole video because I've watched it and I know where he starts talking about it. This is what I'm playing.
It's brutal and vicious and a lot of hard feelings, and sometimes people win, sometimes people don't. I've heard rumors that the Ripple case will be settled December 15th, and we'll just see. And that could have catastrophic implications for the industry, one way or the other.
All right, you heard the man. He's saying the Ripple settlement could happen December 15th. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. There have been so many speculations about when the Ripple settlement is going to get settled. I don't think it's probably going to happen that quickly. It could really, dude, at the end, I'm going to be honest. It really could take whenever. It could be another year. It could be another 2 years. We don't know. This lawsuit has been going on for a very, very long time. And it's just, I haven't really seen much traction on it. And to be honest, it really sucks. It really does suck what the SEC is doing, and I think it's completely unfair to XRP. It's really fucked up. And yeah, so, but at the end of the day, Charles has more insider information than I do, than really a lot of people do in the industry, so he would probably know better than me, but I still don't think it's going to happen December 15th. But then again, he is just speculating, so yeah. At the end of the day, he's just talking shit. And that's it for the video, guys. If you guys want to connect with me on my other socials, go follow me. And make sure you're following me on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm dropping hella knowledge. And yeah, thanks for watching.